mentioned in my last video, and that was how I deal with my anxiety. Well, there are multiple ways that I deal with my anxiety. One of those ways is by listening to some of my records back home. Records would be Michael Bolton, Peter Gabriel, Motley Crue, Iron Maiden, Carly Rae Jepsen, Rick James, Marvin Gaye. I mean, I listen to a lot of classic singers. Well, Carly Rae Jepsen's not really a classic singer, she's a modern singer. And a very great one indeed.
So one of the things that I didn't mention was that another strategy that I like to do is listen to some meditation, sounds, music. It's just something that can at least help me out with anxiety. Most of the time, I like to take deep breaths. Another good way that I like to cope with my anxiety is church. As a Catholic, I do try to go to church on Saturdays or Sundays. Most of the time, I go on Sunday, because that's when I'm mostly free. When I do go to church, it's sort of a relief. It relaxes me and it makes me realize that there's a faith. I still have a faith and I still have strong feelings and I'm more open. That also includes memories of my trip to Paris. In April of 2014, I went to Paris for spring break for 3 days. It was a great time, and I like to think about Paris in order to also deal with stress. Sure, we were on the move a lot, but it was a good memory. It's a good memory. Great memories relieve my stress. Plus, I think thinking about negative can also increase my stress. But the more positive I think, the more less I get stressed. Plus, I think life is too short for negativity thoughts. It's good to think of positive for the rest of your life. You know, having that positive in your head, it just helps me get through the negative parts in life. Not that there are any negative parts now, there have been negative parts throughout my life, but most of the time, they've always been positive. And that's what's so good about life, is that most of the time, things are positive in your life. Sometimes I like to watch a feel-good movie with a feel-good ending, and plus, I think that movies like that can put you in a good mood any day. Another way I like to deal with stress, taking deep breaths. Yes, deep breaths help me all the time, as well as some yoga exercises. Now, deep breaths are great because they give fresh air to your head, oxygen to your head. And when I take deep breaths, it really calms me down and it gets my mind working. Again, it's oxygen to your head. When I take deep breaths, it also makes me feel kind of sleepy and relaxed. It doesn't make me feel as tight or stressed. It makes me feel loose. And when I do that, it just clears my head and resets it for the next topic or next step. You know, you don't want to go with a completely stuffed up mind. We all have to have a break occasionally. And you know what? Most of the stuff that happens is positive. My name is Mr. Blue, and I am here for you.